When selling your home, you could do everything yourself. But if you have a RE/MAX agent, they know a team of experts who will get the job done right.
What's up, MHD family? This is Robert McArthur with Mary-Lynn Homes team of RE/MAX Components. We're coming to you live this evening on Mary-Lynn's Thriving Thursdays, where we produce Mary-Lynn's #1 Facebook Live show called Let's Talk Real Estate. Tonight we're going to have a special guest. We're going to have a calendar of events where we're going to share with you events that are going on within the community and also important housing stats. So we want you to grab a cup of coffee or a glass of iced tea. We want you to brace yourself because in 3, 2, 1, let's talk real estate. All right, hello, welcome. It's Thriving Thursday. Welcome to Let's Talk Real Estate. We're live right here in studio with my wonderful, beautiful, much better half, Maria McArthur. And we're with Mary-Lynn Homes team of RE/MAX Components. And tonight is going to be an awesome show. We have a super special guest that's coming on with us from a gorgeous shop that's down in Timonium. So hang around just a minute. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about a couple of other things that's really fun as far as who just put their mega mansion up on the market here recently. We're not going to, don't mention it yet, but we're going to talk about that and a little bit more just as soon as we get back. All right, welcome back again. Thriving Thursday. Super excited to have everybody on board with us tonight.
Are.
It's going to be a great show, and we've had such a great weekend. I'm so excited. I hope you had a great weekend as well.
It's already March.
Yeah, already March.
St. Patty's Day's around the corner.
St. Patty's Day, and also I think the kiddies went back to school this week, didn't they? At least up in Hartford County, the elementary
yeah,
went
ours
back to school.
hasn't. Our high schooler's not gone back yet.
I've been out running around, and I see the school buses, I see the kids, and it's pretty amazing. So a lot of happiness out there. Really excited about that. So, but I wanted to get into just a couple of things real quick. A couple of reminders. Number one is remember to go to our Facebook page and also on our YouTube channel. We do have my weekly vlog there, Wisdom Wednesdays. It is on Facebook, YouTube, and there you're going to be able to find just some gold nuggets of information that we'd like to share with you. Please, so feel free to visit that. That's great. And another thing that's coming up, too, that we're really excited about is our home seller webinar. Now, this is a workshop for those that are thinking about selling their home. This is a very in-depth and detailed seminar, so you definitely want to make sure that you are that you do register. You can register on our website at MaryLynnHomesTeam.com or searchmydreamhome.com. Just look for this icon, click on it, register it. But all the ins and outs of selling your home in 2021, this is a workshop that you definitely want to attend. And so we are excited about that. So anyhow, Maria, how was your week?
Yes. Good.
Good week?
Good. Much
been
better than
excellent.
last. Last week I wasn't feeling great. I hurt my back. I don't know if any of you have ever had any back pain, but I never have. So now I wish I never did.
Yeah.
But we're much better.
We're much better. That's
much
right.
better this
Exactly.
week. Thank God.
Yeah, thank goodness. So anyhow, so listen, I want to dive right into this interview. Let's just do a quick introduction with them, and we're going to slide right over. And
Perfect.
I am so excited to welcome on board right now. We have Mary-Lynn Ragot and Brian Lockwood. They're the owners of Wild Birds Unlimited.
Yeah.
Now, Wild Birds Unlimited is this awesome shop that's down in Timonium, and you want to make sure if you're going down into Timonium that you do visit this wonderful shop. We're going to have links below the show, after the show today, that you can click on. You can go right to their website. You can get more details about the shopping experience there. But welcome, guys.
Thank you. We're so excited to be here.
Excellent. So just wanted to, hang on a sec.
Oh, my God.
Our crowd, it's our in-studio. Thank you, folks. Thank you. It's our guest. So anyway, just wanted to say, to introduce, if you could do me a favor, introduce your store to everyone that's watching right now.
We are Wild Birds Unlimited of Timonium, and we are located at 2438 Broad Avenue in the Broad Street Market Shopping Center, right off of Paducah Road, very close to York Road, as a matter of fact, where Brick Box and Mother's North Grill are. We are here to cater to your every need as far as the hobby of backyard. We like to say that we bring people and nature together.
Oh, wow.
It is.
I love it.
With joy.
Because that's what the birds do. They literally, it's a soothing time. You can sit up, have a cup of coffee, a glass of wine, or whatever you're doing. You hear these birds all along, and you hear the songs they're singing, and it just literally calms them up. It really does.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's really great. Now, I had a chance. I've not been in your store yet, but I am definitely going to plan on doing that. But let me just share something with you. I love following you on Facebook. So, and I don't have Instagram on my phone. Maria has the Instagram, so I kind of follow things on her as well. But you really do a great job of being able to show things around your store, upcoming events, sales, things like that you have. So when people come into your store, like let's just ask, what's the number one thing that they're looking for when it comes to, birds?
How to attract more birds to their yard.
Or how to solve problems in keeping other types of animals away from their feeders.
So
we're problem solving, and we literally help them get what they're trying to achieve.
So if I were to come in, I know I have a bird feeder hook. I may not have this language correct. And Rob, I bought an antique, of course, bird feeder, which I thought was just so beautiful. And Rob's like, Maria, we could actually use this. So he hung it and filled it up with, now this might be the bad thing to do. I'm not even sure. He bought, because we have so many stinking squirrels, he bought the kind of bird food that was spicy but doesn't hurt the birds. Which,
Not a bad thing.
which I find hard to believe. How can that not affect the birds? Like, the hot doesn't affect them?
Birds do not have the same receptors on their nerve endings that have. So they cannot. And just to be clear, it will not harm squirrels. It's as if you or I ate jalapeno or something like that, spicy food while we were out. If we didn't care for it, we just wouldn't come back for it. And that's our goal, is to give them something that will deter them.
Excellent.
There's been a lot of studies done that proves the fact, wow, birds in nature eat the seeds from peppers and types
Right,
of
right.
carry the hot stuff. So there's a preconceived notion out there that harms the birds, and it doesn't. Anyway.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
I didn't do my research, but I thought if he said it was fine, it's better be good.
So let me just share this with everybody, and that is, this is a question-answer type of format. Please, folks, if you're watching right now live, post your questions in the comment section. We'll throw your questions up here on the screen, and Mary and Brian would be more than happy to collaborate and to answer those questions for you. So let me ask you this question. So I went and I bought a bird feeder, and I put it outside. It was great. I think I put it in a pretty good location. And my goal was I wanted to attract songbirds. I like to hear the songbirds and the different types of species. So let me ask you this question: what do you have a specific type of food in this region, in this area, that attracts more of the songbird type, or does it matter what type of food that you put out?
Well, first of all, when you buy birdseed, you will notice that oftentimes the main ingredient is sunflower. Black oil sunflower seed. Sometimes you see it in the shell, and sometimes you see it out. The reason we feed birds birdseed or black oil sunflower is because it most closely mimics what they might find in nature. That said, and I tell all of my customers about this, especially if they're new to the store or if they tell me that they have been buying birdseed elsewhere. The thing is that you want to do is you want to read the ingredients on your birdseed bag, because unfortunately there are a lot of fillers that other companies put into their birdseed plant that the bird simply won't eat. If you see them, what looks like they're tossing food out of the feeder, or if you see a pile of seed on the ground, it's probably one of those fillers like wheat or Milo or grapeseed, or other grains that birds around here are not interested in.
I'm taking notes as you're talking. I'm writing down.
Yeah, it's really important.
Yes, it is. It's also important to understand that if you do feed the bird, they still eat what is in nature. All we are doing is supplementing their diet. We're taking trees and we're taking habitat away from them. So sometimes there's not a lot of food availability because of housing development,
Right.
like that. So we are literally helping keep them, their bellies full by creating more options other than what's in nature for them. It's not that they are the eaters. We're just a supplement to their diet.
And
Wow.
there's just so much joy. That's the thing. Our founder spent virtually his life, like 40 years, in this hobby, in nature centers, the bird feed and bird hobby area. He has written this wonderful book, which I'll show you, and it's called The Joy of Bird Feed. And that's the thing. You are taking care of this wonderful that comes forth, and you are experiencing joy by doing it. It's a great book as well.
That's great.
So don't laugh. I don't know if you guys knew, but I have chickens. So I was I like save all the scraps and different things. Like, if we're doing stuffed peppers and I clean them out, I save all the seeds for them and I make a pile. And Rob's like, what is all this crap? And I said, I'm going to take it to the chickens. I said, they're birds. They eat seeds and they love it. So and like you said, we can't free range because of the fox as much as I would like. So they don't have a lot of grass and they can't free range. So I try to give them something they might be able to find outside or not outside. But so if I wanted to, I have my best girlfriend that loves birds. That's all I hear about her. She sits out the window just to watch them, but she's having a devil of the time with those squirrels. And I had a landscaper once tell me they're just rats with tails, but I never believed that, but maybe she's right. I don't know. But anyway, if I wanted to come in and just start for the first time, and get something, what would you suggest for us to buy?
Well, we have several options when it comes to eliminating squirrels or other animals like in the horizon. So, we have basic setup.
Oh, that's nice. Look at that.
Yeah.
Popular type you put in the yard, and you can add and subtract whatever you want. We actually have what we call squirrel-proof feeders. We have baffles put on trees. We also even offer a certain yard, and we do what we call feeder staging. We take a look at what you have in your yard. You want a feeder near the deck, help you put it near the deck. We give you a no-mess food, so there's no seed shell. So literally, the bird 100% of what's in there, and there's mess on the ground, there's mess on the deck, there's nothing. There are a lot of options to, literally, we have basic setups for just about any type of bird, whether it's a hummingbird, whether it's a bluebird, oriole, we have it all.
So, Christy McCraney just joined in, and she has a question for you. She says, I want to attract bluebirds. What should I do?
Well, that is the biggest thing right now is hot heavy because bluebirds are starting to come to town.
Look at that feeder. Wow. I love that.
Pretty.
Christy, take a look at that feeder. That's what you need, huh? Okay.
This is a house, actually. It's a nest box.
Okay.
Nest for bluebird. So the typical thing is to have them out. Bluebirds will start looking for a place to live. And the next thing you want is food, and that is mealworm. So they're a dried worm or a live mealworm.
Really? My chickens love them too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, we can hook you up, Maria.
Yeah.
I'm coming down. Don't you worry.
Our chickens love mealworms. They absolutely. I mean, it's like a huge snack. It's greater than corn.
I don't like
it's better
touching
than
them,
corn.
but I throw them to them.
Oh,
but-
they're dead. They're fine.
So, to have the food, and then another big thing that the bird needs year-round is a water source because literally, if the water is not there for them, the chances of attracting them are a little less in your favor.
See,
So
I
water,
wanted a bird bath.
a house, food,
Shelter.
So why are the bluebirds so popular right now?
their songs are die for to listen.
Come
Really?
on. I didn't know that.
Oh my gosh, I've been missing all this my whole life.
And they're sort of an elusive. We have customers who tell me, oh my gosh, I've got a flock of bluebirds, and I've been in the house for 5 years, and this is the first year I've seen bluebirds. And honest to God, I have to distribute the food that I'm feeding them.
You don't speak to me?
Well, you do,
Oh.
whatever.
Priorities, people.
That's right, priorities. That's right.
Wonderful. They are so beautiful, and it's unusual. You see all these beautiful birds in our yards. Everybody knows a blue jay. Our favorite is actually the Carolina wren, and it's just such a beautiful bird with such a huge personality. They have a big, beautiful, lusty song, and they just a little upturned up tail. They're sort of a cinnamony color, and they're so awesome to watch.
I'm going to have to look. I don't know if I've ever seen one.
So is there a specific food for them to attract them, or is it just a regional thing? It depends on where you're living.
For which bird? I mean,
For
literally, it's
the one she just
The
mentioned.
bluebird.
Carolina wren.
Yes.
They love to go in crevices of rock piles or a wood pile or any bushes. They'll even search around for bugs, but then they'll go to the feeder, they'll grab a nut, or, you know, pieces of bark butter, which we sell here, which all birds love. And we'll talk
I
about
never
that.
heard of bark butter.
Literally, that Carolina wren he's the first bird that's going to come to your feeder. Like,
Really?
It's really cool to watch, and this is the thing. We have one blend here, and there's a school of thought to bird feeding. And when you think about old school, you have copper feeder is the one where you lift up the lid on one side and you pour the seed in, and it comes down slowly into the tray, and the birds can. Copper feeders are great, don't get me wrong, but old school was like an old wooden copper feeder. You filled it up with sunflower seeds and. But the coolest thing about what we do is that if you come in here and you're, you know, I really like these birds and those woodpeckers and bluebirds and things like the blends that we have by our experts for the birds in our region. So you're going to see things like that, which finches and cardinals absolutely love, but squirrels not much. Bitter. Stark, not so much, because it's not strong enough to tell on the safflower. We have peanuts. You can get whole shells here. Some of the blends, nuts, like pistachios, pecan. They have fruit, raisins, not dog though. You don't want dogs to get raisins. But all these different fruit, types of nuts and seeds, a different variety of bird. And so that's your goal, to see what birds come in. And we will often encourage people, try one this feeder over here and a different kind of here and see what it's just joy to see what you can pull into your yard.
That's great.
So Rob got me a hook, but he put it outside my kitchen window. But it's how many feet up, Rob?
Oh, it's probably a
30?
good no. It's a good probably 15 feet up. But the thing is, the hook that I had it mounted to was only that far from the wall
Like
of
the
our
siding.
sunroom, and I wasn't attracting birds there.
None of them.
I don't know if
Nobody
the
came.
wall scared them or what, so I ended up having to move it on one of those hooks,
like a shepherd's
yeah, like a
hook.
shepherd hook.
Right.
I ended up, and once I did the shepherd hook, oh my goodness, they started flocking.
And
to
it wasn't
yeah.
near a wall or anything.
Yeah. So, well, let me ask you this question.
ahead.
So, how many different types of bird feeders do you carry in your store, and how many different types of bird feed do you carry as well?
well, I would say if I looked around here, there's probably 200 options on
Excellent.
Wow.
and ways to feed. As far as bird seed, probably has, or
200
on feeders.
Wow.
On seed itself, we probably have
20.
15 to 20 blends.
That's excellent. So if anyone comes into your store, what I love about this store, and I just want to let all the viewers know, what I love about this store, it's not like your big box store where you're kind of like on your own. Like you got to figure out,
right.
what feeder to
Right.
get, what food to get. There's no one to ask questions to because they're busy selling a cat or selling a mouse, and then all of a sudden
You
you're a
have
bird.
cats.
So it boggles my mind. I am a specialty store person. I love walking
Yes.
in because number one, not only are you going in there to buy a bird feeder, to buy a puzzle for the kids, a nature puzzle for the kids, you're going to buy bird seed, you're going to buy something fun as a gift, but you're going to get educated as well. And I love that because what we're doing right here, we're educating you just a few minutes that we're together, but you're going to receive a full education from these two who are very knowledgeable when it comes to wild birds and feed.
Right.
And I just love that about you. So that's why we definitely wanted you to come on and introduce you to our viewers.
So real quick before we get to the backstory of the business and who you partner with, Christy has a couple questions. Do the chickens eat bark butter bits? I don't know if you see that. Do you know?
Yeah, the question is that bark butter bits were literally invented to try to attract a very bird seed, which was brown cracker. And the owner of the company, he invented that bark butter bit, and it's a combination of secret ingredients. It's literally, nuts and suet, and it's a special blend of material. It's put in little pellets, like it almost looks like cat food in a way, but it's little pellets, and it's somewhat soft. But the answer to the question, there are 156 species of birds, including chickens.
Oh, that'd
Wow.
be fun. And she wants to know, do you sell bird baths there?
We do.
See, this is a one-stop shop. You just get it all.
We have granite bird baths. We have the plastic tray bird baths, which are all both good in the wintertime. Don't worry about cracking or freezing and thaw, And we have the metal bird baths as well. The concrete bird bath. We have.
Wow, that's a big selection. So tell us why you got invested in this business, and do you partner with anyone? And, just give us the backstory,
Yes.
if you don't mind.
Well, we started as customers. We purchased our bird food supplies at a hardware. And we came here, this is my memory little time, but we came in here to try.
About 3 years ago.
Yeah. And we basically never left. When we discovered, honestly, one of the comments I'll get every so often from somebody who's just found us is the birds don't know the difference. Oh, and we beg, we do, and that's why we will also say, buy quality seed next to your or hardware store. Now that's not to say there aren't other quality seeds out there.
Right,
But
right,
as I
right.
said, you really want to check the ingredients. The other thing is that we tell you exactly when our seed was packaged. It's in here once a week.
Right.
No waste. There's no filler. There will be virtually no stem in our best that sells it all, so that they do not create of sunflower mulch on your ground or things like that. But when we found this store and the quality of the products that they supply, including the pole system, because the one that previously was not stable, it didn't
It
give
went
us,
like this period of time.
it didn't give us a lot of options as far as how many we had. We have a lot of in our backyard right now. But the basic pole system, you can, as Brian mentioned before, you can add to create what you want. We currently have 4 poles on one of ours, and different ones displayed. But we fell in love with the business. We knew the product was actually better than none, and better than all, I should say. And we just fell in love. Yes, somewhere here.
Yeah, when we found out one was, the battle of staying alive, we started searching, and I just happened to walk in here today and heard her mention that it may be for sale, and I'm like, oh, well, love doing this, and just did the little investment thing, and when she said, price and everything, probably, and lo and behold, COVID hit. Pier 1 went out of business. I wanted to support a little bit more, and we are so glad did the investigation, but the whole vetting process.
We just love it.
It's not as much as it is a way of life, and really, really enjoy working with people, seeing it coming in constantly tested. Hey, you solved the problem. You get the customer for life. Man, you have birds I'm attracting now that I never saw before because of the spot where something's not up to standards of what we for our spark cutter.
Sure,
Right.
sure.
And it's important to love what you do. And you guys were already bird enthusiasts before you even bought the business, which really makes, like you said, a big difference. Like, I see big bags, like you said, at the hardware store, or even Costco once in a while will have birdseed, but I've never bought it because I'm like, I don't know anything about it.
And I never realized they have filler, like all this wasted filler. So you're
Right.
just buying just inappropriate stuff, I think, for the birds, and they're not going to enjoy it.
I want to give you the impression that everybody's bad, but you really do need to know your ingredient.
There's a
That's
difference,
right.
right?
That's right. Caroline, oh, I'm sorry.
You need to know that it's right for the type of bird you're trying to attract.
Right.
Yeah, you brought in a squirrel buster feeder. The squirrel buster is vertically squirrel proof if it's used correctly. And
that's great.
she couldn't why the seed wasn't flowing freely through her.
It was a brand new feeder.
One that we offer is that will, if you have that we can replace parts basically forever. It's that good of a.
Wow.
And so bring her feeder in, and Brian dug around, cleaned it out, and found huge whole cherries with seeds. And we're not sure what it was that she was buying, but that was the feeder. So we were able to help her with it. She was thrilled. So that kind of.
That's great. Caroline Jeppi is tuning in. Thank you, Caroline, for your question. She says, we have tons of ravens and starlings this year. Is there any way to encourage other birds to come in?
So first of all, it's probably not ravens. A lot of people get mixed up with the American crow. I wish I could show you. If you look, Google it for heaven's sake. The raven has a different beak. It has sort of a ruff of feathers at its back. So chances are you're probably seeing crows, possibly and starlings. And we have, I feel like, we haven't been here that long, but I've birds all my life. We've just had this plague of starlings. And
I can testify some of the food sources for the starlings are buried under snow. People have been literally, wow. I've at least started in my backyard at the time. Just they're looking for food.
Right.
And if the snow's on the ground, food becomes scarce. And we do have seed blends that we can recommend.
Sure.
That
right.
won't eat. And once they find out there's
Yeah.
food for them, then they'll quit coming.
So let me ask you this question. So one thing the term that I hear quite a bit is you want to be seasonally savvy. Okay, so explain how does that apply when it comes to birds and bird feeders and things like that? Our wild bird friends, we want to be seasonally savvy, right? Explain a little bit more about that.
Okay, so seasonally savvy, I think the best way to start this out is a fun fact. So Rob, would you have trouble eating 5 pizzas in a day?
Would I have trouble
eating 25 pizzas in one day?
I would absolutely have a problem with that.
Okay, birds don't. That's literally not pizza, but that would be equivalent to what they need to get through the long winter nights. So
wow.
In the wintertime, you're going to see that chickadee just darting back and forth. And he's just seeds and putting it in the bark of a tree, and then where that is, and back and forth. They literally eat their weight in 25 pizzas a day.
And it's because they need fat to be able to stay alive cold winter nights. We have food cater to the season, but we also have this one.
Winter blend.
This is winter super blend.
Okay.
It has 2% crude fat, which is of the fats blends that we sell at the store.
Or in the industry.
Right. Yeah. But also seasonally savvy meat, making sure that you have butter, making sure that use without nesting bugs, of foods that are appropriate to this. We feed suet all year round. Not all birds like it. It's for the insects. And we have suet products that will be, we call them no melt. So they won't melt in the sun. So that's another extremely savvy. I want to address this one more time. We eat things like safflower seeds and that they don't eat. And that way, try little by little. I always say it's kind of like a battle of wit as far as the starling. And you might say, you know, everybody deserves to eat. That's fine. Certain of these birds take over and they don't prey on others. And that's what the problem is. But what else was savvy? We also have the...
Yeah, so we have cylinders, like if you're going on vacation for a week, you can put one of these cylinders, and this is literally a 4-inch circle of seed. So you go right through, the birds still have food.
And this is also the winter
It's
season.
the blend.
Wow.
I like that.
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, we have coming up very shortly a nesting blend, because the birds literally will start to make nests in the spring, in the early summer. They need a higher calcium, higher fat, higher protein, because let's face it, they're going to, you know, sitting on the nest after food. Same thing in the summer situations where the birds water. They need that water year round. We also not only have bird baths in summer, we also have for the winter. You can buy a heated bird bath that you literally plug in. So that is fresh all year round. So seasonally savvy, just
Feeding appropriately to the
feeding
season.
appropriately.
And I can show you. So in the spring, early spring, when I started with the hummingbird here, and your Orioles.
Several feeders work.
So you're thinking about the bird in your area. The hummingbird might start and wind up humming usually around the middle of April, but we like to be ready for them. There are always the bird, and as they fly, they're looking for food sources. And so we have hummingbird Oriole feeders placed at the end of March. So they're eating that orange feeder. Yeah.
Not necessarily. We had them in our feeders, had them hanging around last year, but we missed the opportunity because we didn't have our feeder early enough.
That's great.
No, it's not.
It's time.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's great information. I really appreciate that and you sharing with our viewers because it's, you know, I wouldn't have known otherwise, you know.
No.
And
No,
so
we
I
need to
appreciate,
stop in and get a whole education.
Yeah, exactly. So here, let me ask you this question. Regardless whether I live in a condominium or I live in a townhome or I have 15 acres or just a regular, maybe a colonial home in a half-acre lot, how can I make or certify my property or make it, I guess, my backyard habitat certified? How can I get that certified to make sure that I have the right surroundings to attract the birds that I like to attract?
This sort of goes hand in hand with Wild Birds' partnership with the 𝐿 Lab of they have done so much incredible work as far as serving birds and this. We also have the National Wildlife Refuge, and through them is how what we talk about getting back habitat we've done. So we'll talk about it a little bit as together because a lot of steps actually are the same. So one thing that you want in your yard to make a perfect habitat for birds and get your backyard habitat is you want to have water, you want to have you want to have native plants, and you want places that birds bring young. If you have all of those your yard, you can go to the National Wildlife website, and you can get your backyard, which is a lovely looking. I've got a full sign putting up.
Wow. I never knew that.
And here's why this is really important. Beyond our the 70s, we lost about 2.9 billion with the songbirds, and for some of this is due to our lives on, the habitat that birds and wildlife have. So there are a series of actions that you can do in your own little corner of the world to help save the songbird. One, make windows. So, you were talking about how there was close to your house and attracting birds.
Yeah.
There's another danger. You want to have your at 3 feet or 10 feet from the house. That's because so many birds lost window strike here.
Oh gosh, we've seen it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's terrible. Like, I'm like, oh my God, they just hit the window.
it's really sad. So
It is.
You can add decal, you can add strip cord, things that wave and are visible to the birds so that they don't fly the window. And the reason that we say 3 feet or 10 is, if you're a bird sitting in a feeder and there's a hawk, you are going to just take off, and a lot of they're going to fly into the window. Also, during the season where there is breeding going on, you're going to see males coming to the window and striking because they see their reflection and they are,
Right.
So that's one thing. See our little friend here.
Just start full-time employee.
And a lot of people are like, oh my God, it's a bird store. Well, they can all get along, but cats are a huge problem as far as songbirds outside. Kill hundreds and thousands and millions of birds every year. And, a lot of them are fair cat, but those of you guys who have indoor outdoor cats, there are things you can do as well. On cats, particularly brightly colored, reflective collars, also really help cut cats songbirds. And if you monitor outside, make sure that there aren't places to hide your so that the cat can grab affecting little birdie.
Yeah, never thought about that.
We are going to start a series starting at, in the first Sunday of April. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, we are.
And that's regarding
Yes, we're literally going to be talking and putting a series together, education series. We'll have, whether it's in or outside of our store due to COVID because of the amount of people that we attract. It's literally going to be different activities to help songbirds. And one of the things that we're going to start with are native plants. We're going to get some native plants, birds, will eat their seed, good for nests, those types of plants available
for pollinators.
For hummingbirds, butterflies. We're going to have, we cover the whole backyard. What we're looking to do is, we turn our back into an oasis and we love it. So, and we know how much joy that
Oh, it is. And you know what? Today and right now, everyone can use a little extra joy. Mm-hmm. And anyone I know that has bird feeders or is starting, they're just passionate about what they're trying to create and give back to the environment. So, well, we are so grateful you guys are here, and I know you guys feel free to post more information about how we can save the songbirds for sure.
Yes.
So
I have a list of information that I'm going to put in our description of our show today about just that, save the songbirds. So I'm going to make that list, and I'm going to put a nice link for this business to go to their website. If you want to call them, their number's on the screen right now, along with their website. And there's some information that I'm going to have on the description. That'll be a little bit later this evening. So I do appreciate that. So, and also we're going to stick around. If you're watching right now, just a little bit later in the show, in just a few minutes, we are going to have a little contest we're going to give away a gift card to your store. To one of our lucky viewers who are watching this show live right now. So we really greatly appreciate it. Is there anything last minute that you want to share before we sign off?
Well, you have watched one program tonight. If you'd like to stop in and watch this wonderful program, we will give you 10% off your starter feeder, your bird feeder, and Birdseed complimentary.
Oh, that's excellent.
Great, because Christy even said she'll be in this weekend for sure.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
so
that's awesome.
So
I know what, but we're gonna have to hurry up.
So, folks, when you visit Mary-Lynn, you visit Brian, make sure you let them know right up front. Hey, I saw your show, I saw your program on Facebook or on YouTube, and and you guys will go ahead and give them that 10% off, and I really appreciate that. That's great for the viewers today. So
can I ask real quick? What are your hours?
Yes.
We are open Monday through Friday, 10 to 5, Saturdays, 9:30 to 5, and then on Sundays, 11 to 5.
Okay.
Excellent.
Those are COVID hours.
Okay.
Yes.
These hours. But I will tell you, if those hours don't work for you, you are welcome to call, and we will place an order for you over the phone. You can do curbside pickup. That's what.
Wow.
Oh, that's excellent.
And we are here to help you with your backyard away and saving the songbird.
Yeah, that's great. We really appreciate your passion, Mary-Lynn and Brian. I tell you, we could talk to you forever, and we would love to. When we get a chance, we'll definitely want to go into your store. We have probably a few more questions for you that you can answer offline, which is great, about songbirds and saving the songbirds. But I'm going to have, like I said, more information in the description for that.
Absolutely.
So it's great having you on the show. We really appreciate it. Great to see you again. And let's give a round of applause.
Give your love to your family for us.
Exactly. Yep, I appreciate that. Thank you, guys. Take care, all right?
Good night.
All right, good night.
Bye now.
So bye-bye now. So, man, that was really a lot of fun.
Like when I get a gift from my mom like that.
Exactly.
She would love to look out her deck, and her neighbors probably would be also jealous.
Right, exactly.
You know?
Exactly. So I wanted to share just a couple of things with you. So I know we're kind of getting tight on time here, but listen, I want to make sure that I jump in here. No, you're fine.
I have to leave my own show.
She wants to go and get a bird feeder. But anyway, so listen, I wanted to talk to you about one thing, and that is, a couple of things. One is the two people right now that have their mega mansions up for sale. So the first one,
this stuff's fun.
So the first one, this is a lot of fun. So country singer George Strait's Adobe Mansion in Texas.
Yeah, that really doesn't look very country.
Now listed at $7.5 million. Now, he's a country singer. It is in Texas, but that is a absolutely beautiful home. Has it listed at the low price of $7.5 million. And there is someone else that just put there
$7.5 million.
$7.5 million. Yeah, and there's somebody else who has their house up for sale, and it is Ellen DeGeneres. So Ellen DeGeneres, she listed her home for $53.5 million. $53.5 million.
I wonder where she's going.
Yeah. Well, they have multiple, her and her partner, they both have multiple properties. So she's not going to be hurting. She is going to make a sizable profit off of that home, though, once she sells it. So, and that comes right down to my question. So this is a question for you. In order for you to win, Maria, I want you to be the first one to comment without Googling or going to your phone. First one who comments on the screen that I can see pop up, you're going to win a $25 gift card. To Wild Birds Unlimited. So it's a $25 gift card. We're going to send that to you for this question here. I'm listening. With Ellen, it's right here in my hands, right here. With Ellen DeGeneres' she listed her mansion at $53.5 million. But what star did she buy the house from? What star did she actually buy that house from?
I think.
And don't look. You're the first one to answer. You're going to get a $25 gift
No,
card.
I think it was another comedian.
No,
Can you
wasn't
give us a
comedian.
hint?
No, he's pretty much a pop star.
Justin Bieber.
No, but he's in a band.
Sorry.
He's in a band.
I
He's
love
a pop
him.
star. Anyone, and I'm sure people
By
are going to their phone.
53 million.
53 million.
He's probably a very big pop star.
Yep. No, he's a big pop star.
I don't know.
Well, we're going to let that linger because I think everyone's kind of Googling right now or maybe
I was
looking it
going to
up.
say they could be
But
Googling.
hey, the first one to pop up their answer in our comment section, you're going to get a $25 gift card.
But they could
I will-
Google it. Isn't that cheap?
I will tell you now that previous star, when he bought the house, and I said he, so remember that. There's a little
Okay.
clue there. He did $8 million in updates after he bought the house. And then when Ellen purchased the house, she also did multi-million
Can you
dollar,
tell us what he sold it for?
So I don't
you
know
know
the
that?
amount. I think it was 34 million. 34 million. So they're going to make a sizable profit on it. So I just wanted to mention that to you. So make sure that you pipe in there. But we've had a great week. We're running tight on
Yes,
time, so I'm
yes,
not going to be doing
it
the
is.
market stats. We'll do that next week.
We will.
And make sure, again, if we sign off and you've not answered the question, the first one that comments, and even maybe share our show as well. How about that? I'll throw that in there.
2 parts.
Since no one's commented yet.
2
But
parts.
as soon as you comment who they purchased, who Ellen DeGeneres purchased her home from, the first one that comments, guess what? We're going to send you a $25 gift card to
Perfect.
Wild Birds Unlimited. So
I love
that's
it.
great. So
I love it. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning in tonight. We really appreciate it.
Yay for March.
Yay for March. Exactly. Everyone's getting that cabin fever right now. Please remember our
been
seller
beautiful.
workshop. Please remember to go and register on our
Yes.
website. That's going to be a fantastic workshop.
If you're even just thinking about selling.
Even if you're thinking about
just
selling,
curious what your home is worth.
exactly. You definitely want to join that. So I tell you what, so Maria, we are always better what?
Together.
Better together, just as that little sign says behind you there. And also
This is
remember
true.
this. Remember this. It does matter. It matters not only for you personally, but even matters financially of who you work with when it comes to
Absolutely.
buying or selling a home right here in Maryland. So make sure you visit our website at searchmydreamhome.com.
Yeah.
If you're searching for a home, maybe you want a free home valuation, make sure you go to our
Right.
website because we have all the information there for you. And make sure that you put Maryland Homes team at the top of the list
Yeah.
when it comes to interviewing agents for the purchase or the
Awesome.
sale of your home.
Absolutely. And remember, let's save those songbirds.
Save those songbirds,
Let's get the
exactly.
details.
And comment below to win that $25
Absolutely.
gift card.
See you next week.
See you next time.